When it came to building the Battlement Set, we've used a real section of water in a disused quarry that we built in.
We built at Macremorne, which is the same place where we built Castle Black.
It's been designed to fit in with the architecture that they're also filming over in Dubrovnik. There's certain battlements and turrets and various bits and pieces, so it'll seamlessly blend into one at the end of the day, but it's an impressive structure.
Early on we knew we would have to have some establishing shots to explain where things were in the battle, because it's at night and it's difficult to get an orientation of where things are happening. So we created a pre-visualization of the battle actually early on before we went out to shoot it.
We could sort of see it as it would look eventually on screen in a very primitive form and decide if that was working. So the preview was very helpful. We have an insanely good VFX department this season, and they outdid themselves with this episode.
We had a rough idea which angles we would need and what we wanted to show for how long and where we'd have to help with visual effects.
Reiner will be putting in, King's Landing and the Red Keep and all this sort of thing sort of in the distance. But we're hoping that, again, the night's going to be really on our side. And so there'll be places where you can do a lot of shooting without having to always visual effect.
It just really puts you in the setting, just perfectly on the scene. But when you walk in, it's surprisingly big. And then obviously when you get up, you can see the battlements and the archers' points. So it feels like a proper castle.
I've just walked on, but this is big enough to believe that it's the real thing.
And by the nature of having battlements, we had to put surfaces high up, which was great, because then you have a chance to kind of shoot down and shoot up into it. So it was great fun to kind of design a space that had a lot of kind of potential for angles and looking through spaces into other areas.
We've got the towers, we can get at it. We've got the inside, all the preparation areas. We've got 2 turrets with braziers coming up above. So when they're shooting really sort of oblique shots, we can actually look down into the water. So it's a really, really good spot.